You never know until it happens. Ain't a thing you see coming a mile away. But suddenly lightning somehow got into the bottle. Now you need to move fast to make it stay. You should hurry to love him now. You should hurry to love him now. It's gonna get better, it's gonna get worse. One day is a blessing, the next is a curse. But that's how it is, that's how love's supposed to feel. Like God and the devil have struck a deal. You should hurry to love him now. Oh, you should hurry to love him now.
I wanna get closer, wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapproving, we can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without me.
On this episode, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of the new number 7 Añejo from Cazcanes right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of the new Añejo that's been released from Cazcanes. It's their number 7 Añejo, which means it is, wow, what's going on my nose today? It means it's a 80 proof Añejo, which I don't think they've come out with a high proof Añejo yet. Maybe that should be something I should talk to them about in the future. Maybe I'll give a call to Cazcanes Elves and see if they have that in the works or something on Monday. So we'll see what happens there on the Q&A. All right, so I kind of teased a little bit. Now, for those of you that aren't members, I did do a review yesterday of the number 7 Extra Neo. They just came out with an 80 Extra Neo. So if you want to see that, you can join the channel, become a member. I'm doing some exclusive content for members only, and that's one of the perks of being a member. It's only $9.95 a month, which is like what, 1.5 Starbucks coffees. It's nothing. You get lots of additional perks and stuff. So feel free to join. We'd love to have you as part of our YouTube Tequila Hombre community. It's a great group of people. So, all right, let's see if we can focus. Come on. What is going on with this camera today? There, almost up. All right, let's see. Look, camera, Cazcanes No7, and there we go. All right. Just needed to see the tequila to get its act together. All right, so I teased on there that there was a little bit of a secret that's involved with this, and here it is. Okay, the Cazcanes elves did a little something different with this one that that's going to make it a little different. And what they did, what is up with this camera today? Come on, stop that. Behave. Oh, behave. Here, let me see. There we go. Will that make it better? All right. So what they did was, you know, the Hoven that had that malolactic, that cheesy. Let me just bring this out a little bit now, see if that fixed it. You know, they had that cheesy malolactic nose to it and stuff. Well, what they did is they let that age to an Añejo. They had one barrel of it that they let age to an Añejo, and that's this. So this is the malolactic reposado that they used to make the Hoven or Hovan or Joven, however you pronounce it. But this is what they, this is the repo that they used to blend out that Hoven. So for those of you that like the malolactic notes and stuff in it, we're going to see if there's still any left after it was aged for a little bit longer in the barrels, and or if it aged out. So we'll let you know about that here when we do the tasting. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into it. Now, oh, the one thing too, to know whether you're getting the number 7 Añejo with the Hoven, from the Hoven, the malolactic, if you look at the batch number on there, it is, the LAM is lactic malolactic. So it is that. So if you see the LAM, so it's A01 LAM-22, that is the batch number you have to look for, with the LAM being the lactic malolactic fermentation. So they put that on there so they know. So if you see an Añejo with that particular number on it, that's this one. Okay, if it doesn't have that on it, then it's not the malolactic version of the Añejo. All right, so let's see what we get on this one. I did talk to John Paul today, and he's excited about this review. So we'll see what we got. And he didn't hate me from the other Hoven review. We're still friends because he knows I'm honest. So, all right. So looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. Look at those legs and tears coming down. Looks gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Looking at the tequila in the glass, it is a nice, kind of a light or strong hay color, medium hay color. It looks more red in here because of the lighting here, but it's more of just like a deep straw color. It looks good, crystal clear. Not seeing any floaties or anything in there. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose on this. I'm gonna let it spin a little, get some more air into it. Oh, okay, yeah. Hello. All right, so on the nose, the malolactic note is still there. It definitely has a Parmesan cheesy note. I'm definitely picking up vanilla and caramel. I'm trying to excuse me. Allergies going crazy today. I'm trying to see how I would describe. It's definitely a malolactic. It's definitely a cheesy-esque note. There's a slight a slight like fresh hay kind of nose in there as well. You ever been in a barn and they just put hay in there? It's got kind of like a little bit of that note in there with the cheesiness, but it definitely has the funkiness is definitely there. It didn't age all out, but I'm definitely getting a little bit of agave in there. It has a little bit of fruitiness as well. Fruitiness along the cherry lines, and then probably a hint of grapefruit in there as well. But it definitely has that funky cheesiness in there. And it's kind of, it kind of has a hay-esque kind of, like a fresh hay kind of note in there as well. It smells good. It smells good. All right. So it definitely has that funkiness. A lot more than the Hoven did for me. So this is going to be interesting, I have a feeling. So let's see what we get on the flavor profile. Beautiful cooked agave coming in on the front. Picking up some slight sweet fruit, but more along the lines of like plum in the front. Followed by a little hint of cherry. Yeah, a slight hint of cherry in there. And then I'm getting some chocolate, like bittersweet chocolate, followed by some vanilla in there, and then caramel on the finish. You don't get any of the cheesy or malolactic flavor components on it. It's just in the nose. It's like, whoa. It's strong on the nose, but I'm not getting any in the flavor. It's got a really nice flavor profile. Kind of fruity on the front, a little cinnamon and baking spices from the agave. Fruity on the front, a little hint of anise that comes in right after the fruitiness, and then it leaves you with bittersweet chocolate with caramel, vanilla, and then those mixed with the anise kind of sit on the tongue and ride it out. The finish on it is fairly decent. I'd give it kind of a medium finish on it. I still have it sitting on my tongue. The anise, star anise, and the caramel and vanilla are still there. This is good. This is really good. So if you really want to get want something really interesting to drink, if you like the Hoven, I definitely recommend you pick this up. It's good. It's a very enjoyable Añejo. I could definitely enjoy this with a cigar sitting in the backyard, and have a good mix of flavor notes with a nicely paired cigar. So I'd give this one 4 agave, you guys. 4 agave. It's good. It's a good Añejo. I think I even might have liked this better than the last Añejo that I tried. I think I like this one better. This one's good. So I'll definitely be drinking this one. Very enjoyable, very different. The nose, if you're not familiar with it, the funky cheese nose I think is going to turn people off. Because it's even more pronounced than it was in the Hoven. But you don't taste any of that on the flavor profile. So just know that the nose is just it's like a skunk, I guess. Like with a skunk, it's a cute little furry animal, but it has this really interesting smell that it shoots out, but not as bad as a skunk. But I'm just trying to think of a good But it's defense mechanism to keep you from drinking it, but it's really delicious. So, but the nose on it is definitely cheesy-esque, and it's got this barnyard hay kind of a note mixed in there as well. I know this because I actually worked on a dairy farm when I was younger, back in Ohio, and it kind of has the same smell of when I went into the barn when they threw fresh hay in there for the horses and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So it's good. So I give it 4 agave, you guys. So it is available on fermented still. The price did go up on this batch. It is the price is now $135.99. But I think, for $135.99, it's very enjoyable and very different. It's not going to be like any other Añejo that you tried. It's definitely, at least on the nose part. On the flavor part, it's very similar to like a regular Añejo flavor notes. But on the nose, it's very different, and it's good. I like it. I like different. So, and this one definitely is different. All right, so there you go. There's the review. I'm gonna check in now with the members and see what they have to say. Hey, Abel, welcome. Glad you can make it. Jason Slater, hey buddy, glad you can make it. Bienvenido, welcome. Deputy Sandoval, glad you can make it, buddy. Hey, BA101, you're liking the hello note. Okay, yeah, that was like, whoa, because I mean, when you put your nose to this the first time, it's like, whoa. I mean, and it could, if somebody didn't know and somebody didn't watch this, they could be going, okay, there's something off with this tequila. It smells almost borderline rotten, funky, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just the malolactic nose that's coming on it. It's very pungent in this batch. So, and yes, Rick Meyer, this cheesy note on this is going to be right in your ballpark. I know you like the malolactic stuff. This thing is going to blow you away as far as the malolactic nose and stuff on it goes. This is what you've been waiting for, my friend. So get on it. All right, so there you guys go. Any other questions or comments? I'll wait for a little bit here while you do that. I will be doing another special edition of Tequila Hombre on Friday, where we're going to get some more educational information stuff going on. So make sure you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and click the notification bell so you know when we go live. It'll be Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'd love to have you there. And don't forget to give me a like for the information I shared here on this Cazcanes No. 7 Añejo. What is that? You're thinking the mouse in the house may need to check this out. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think your malolactic mouse better jump on this and try it out. I think you're gonna like it. It definitely, the nose is definitely like wow on it. And it's like funky cheese with caramel and vanilla and agave, and it just, but you don't get any of the funky cheesiness on the flavor profile at all. Zero. It's beautiful cooked agave up front, fruit like a plum, cherry, and then it gets a little bit of anise in there to kind of balance things out, the little bitterness from the anise. Then you get vanilla, caramel, and hints of bittersweet chocolate in there. So it's really good. I'm going to go and enjoy this with a cigar here as soon as I'm done. So I think you guys will enjoy it too. I definitely recommend it. So what is this? Repos are the way to go for malolactic flavors. It seems like going older, it takes the flavor away, but the nose sounds good. No, there wasn't any malolactic flavor in the oven. That was all nose. There was no malolactic flavor on the repo. That was one of the things. LAM actually stands for Los Altos Malolactic. Okay, that's what it is. So they used Los Altos agave for that repo. And then the malolactic. So it's Los Altos agave with the malolactic fermentation. Okay, thanks JP for straightening me out on that. Repo, there was no flavor on the Repo either. It was all on the nose. That was the thing, is people were smelling the Joven and getting the cheese note, and then it wasn't on the flavor profile, so they weren't. So it's the same as the Repo. So that's not a correct statement to make. Is it better than the original one? I never tried the original Repo by itself. Is it better than the Joven? Well, the Joven has extra Añejo mixed into it, so I thought that was good. But I think it's right along the same lines. If you like the Joven, you'll like this, definitely. But the original one was a Joven. It was a blend. It was a blend of Blanco, high proof Blanco. It was a blend of the Repo, and then it was with extra Añejo, and it was higher proof. This is 80 proof, so I wouldn't even compare them. But as far as the malolactic notes go, the malolactic notes on this are a lot stronger than the Joven was. So yeah, it's better in that account, that it's got more of the cheesy malolactic notes on it. So just look for the bottle again that has the, like John Paul pointed out, LAM, the Los Altos malolactic 22 on the batch number, and then you'll know you're getting this one with the funky cheesy nose on it and the flavor profile that I described. Don Case, though, I wouldn't compare it to the original because the Joven was a whole different animal. It was 100 proof. It was mixed with 100 proof Blanco, and then extra Añejo was in there, and then the Joven was mixed in with that. The Repo was mixed in with the Joven. So this is the whole thing by itself. So I think it's good. I think you guys will like it. It is pricier, than the last Añejo that came out, because the prices are going up on everything, on glass, on transportation costs, because fuel's gone up. I mean, everybody's getting price hikes across everything. So it's normal to see that right now. Hopefully, things will settle down a little bit, inflation and everything, and we'll see those prices kind of stabilize and come down a little bit, but we'll see what happens then. So that's it, you guys. Any other questions or comments? Hurry up, put them in real quick. We'll take care of them if there is. Other than that, we're going to call this a review. I don't see anything coming across. So I give this one 4 agave. Like I said before, I recommend it. If you guys haven't tried it, pick it up, especially if you liked the Joven and like that cheesiness that came in on the nose. Other than that, what is that? Is lamb going to be identified on No, it's not going to be identified. It's all we have right now. So if you order on ferment and still, that's all we have. You're going to be getting it. You don't need to look for it to identify. That is all we have. So if you order it now, you're getting it. We were out of stock of all the other Añejos, so put your order in now while it's still there. All right, guys. So that is it for this review. 4 agave. Try the new number 7 Añejo. I recommend it. It's good. It's different. I think you guys will really enjoy it. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So keep watching the reviews and keep trying the ones I recommend, and you'll be in good shape. Don't forget to give me a like for the information I shared. And we'll see you on Friday with another awesome episode. Very informational, very educational. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a good rest of your day.